Are you trying to make a mental change in your game? Find out how to do it and make it happen immediately. See you in a moment. Evening. Ever tried gin and tonic in a different type of glass? It's amazing actually just getting something which kind of comes together at the top. You get a better nose. Makes it even more enjoyable. And talking of enjoyable, how can you make this game of golf more enjoyable? A lot of us, I think, have accepted that we have mental challenges on a golf course. We're not maybe even able to identify what the problem is. We're not confident enough, we get scared, we remember bad shots. But I think we all struggle with kind of changing that kind of mental process, especially when we come under fire, when we're under pressure, when we desperately need it to work. And there's a technique which is as good as it is simple, which is, I think some people call it mirroring, others mimicking. It's a technique that children use all the time. It's basically copying the person that they know, like, or respect. If a child sees somebody who they would like to be, they will take on their characteristics. They'll even change their voice, the way that they move, to be like that person. And this is something that we are able to do even as adults. You just want to look at the acting community and they can be extremely convincing as somebody who they're not. The question is whether that can help us on a golf course. And I believe it can. If you really want to make a mental change in your game and you want it to happen instantaneously, then you're going to have to become the person you want to be. Imagine being able to write down the characteristics that you believe are important to be a successful golfer. The characteristics that you'll need when you're on the golf course under pressure, having to make that clutch putt or having to hit that fairway on the last hole to get the handicap you're looking for. And the trick there is to basically become that person. Believe that you are someone else, like an actor, changing your character to become that person. And there's even people who are saying they spend most of their time being another person in particular situations. And if they do it long enough, they actually do become that person. Basically, your brain is malleable. You can suggest things to it, and if it doesn't see any other reason, then it will start to believe them. I mean, if you sit in a cinema long enough, you'll start to believe what you're seeing on the screen and forget everything else around you. And if you're like me into playing the odd PlayStation game, it's amazing how wrapped up you can get in these things and actually believe you're out there doing it. I think there was a test many years ago now where they measured the adrenaline in the spectators' blood who were watching a football game, and it was basically the same as somebody would be playing the game. So if you can actually believe enough and get involved enough in what you want to do, your brain is going to produce all of the things that it would do if you were actually doing it. Now imagine being on the golf course and being that man or woman who's hitting the golf ball, who you respect. You could go out there and play around as Tiger Woods, go out there and play around as Michelle Wie. It doesn't really matter who it is. Or why not just be the best you that you can be? Imagine everything that you would like to be able to do and do it. Because an awful lot of the mental things that we go through have absolutely nothing to do with reality. The world that we build for ourselves on the golf course has nothing to do with our ability. It is simply to do with our belief or lack of belief in our ability. We're always waiting for something to prove us wrong, almost, to say, no, really, you can do it. But even if that odd shot does come, we never really become a believer, do we? So what I'm proposing is for you to go out in the next round and be that person. Be the person that you would respect. Be the person that you would look up to. Be the person who enjoys playing the game and can't really wait for the next time they're able to do it. Be the person who smiles after a mistake and gets giddy just by the actual thought of playing the game. Because if you can be that person, believe you me, you're going to play better golf than you do when you're standing there hoping and praying that some greater force is going to help you around the golf course. Just a quickie today, but I've got the day off, so I thought I'd just make it a quickie, but it doesn't make it any less relevant. Please go out and try this. I've tried it myself and it really does work. Sometimes you've got to give it a little bit of time as well. You might be able to keep it up for a couple of holes and then it will disappear. You might get it back. But if you stick at it, stick at this belief and have a clear picture of exactly who it is that you want it to be, you'll be amazed at the kind of results that you can get. As ever, if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And if you're interested in any more of my philosophies on golf, I'll leave a link to the PDF up here. Won't be long before I'm back again with another technical tip. See you then.